Okay, so today I'm going to do hedge funds. And the thing you have to remember when I'm doing these is that I am a theorist. And so everything I tell you is how things work in theory. So when I do derivatives, it's how it works in theory. And the same thing goes with hedge funds. Now, I can tell you how a hedge fund works in theory, but if you find out that that's not how hedge funds work, that's entirely possible because hedge funds, they're run by individuals and they all do different things. But there is a kind of an ideal way that a hedge fund should work, and it's the way that the name comes from, the fact that it's a hedge fund. So the first thing I've got to do is explain what hedging is. And if you're a gambler, then you know what hedging is. I would hope so. To give you an example, in the 2006 World Cup in Berlin, I placed bets on Germany winning, England winning, France, Italy and the Netherlands, all winning. Now, that may seem obvious that they can't all win, right? So at least 4 of those bets I'm going to lose. But the point is if I bet 20 euros on those 5 teams and one of them wins, I win at least 40 euros, right? So I would at least double my money if any 5 of those won. And in the end, Italy won. I doubled my money. And then you go, well, hang on. If you bet on Italy, if you bet all your money on Italy, then you'd have made 10 times as much. But the point is that I didn't know Italy would win. If I had to put all my money on one team, I would have put them all on Germany. I genuinely thought Germany were the most likely team to win the World Cup. So if I'd done that, I'd have lost nothing. So what I did was I hedged. I said, okay, I think Germany will win, but just in case they don't win, I think it will either be England, France, Italy or the Netherlands, and I literally have no idea why I said the Netherlands. I don't know, I just like the colour orange, apparently. So, so the concept of hedging is you make multiple bets, and you know that because if one wins, they can't all win. But the fact is you kind of spread yourself, and what that means is you don't win as much, but at least you win something. So, now that we have the concept of hedging, now we have to work out how that applies to funds and assets. Okay, so when it comes to assets, there is a thing called negative correlation. Well, there's a thing called correlation, and it's either positive, or it's negative, or it's not there at all. It's 0. Okay, so for negative correlation, let's look at surfing equipment and skiing equipment. It's a very simple example. Okay, so in the summer, surfing equipment is very popular. So lots of people buy surfing equipment, and all the surfing stocks go through the roof. But unfortunately, skiing equipment, people aren't buying as much of that. The stock of the skiing equipment goes down, right, during the summer. So when the surfing goes up, skiing goes down. Now we go to winter. In winter, the skiing equipment is very popular, stocks go up. The surfing equipment, less popular, people aren't too keen on the idea of surfing in winter, so that goes down, right? So you can see how negative correlation works there. You have one, when one goes up, the other one goes down. Now that's a really simple example, right? Because you can tell when one's going to go up and one's going to go down because it's either summer or it's winter or it's not. But that's the point, it has to be simple. The fact is that there are lots of stocks which are going to do that, where if one goes up, then the other one goes down, right? So if there is a fire, then stocks and insurance companies presumably go down because insurance companies are paying out, they've got less money, and so they're not worth as much. Whereas repairing houses, those stocks are going to go up, and you don't know when a fire is going to happen. So what you do is you hedge. You buy stocks in both. So if I buy stocks in surfing and I buy stocks in skiing, then I know that when one goes up, the other one goes... Sorry, even better, when one goes down, I know the other one's going to go up. And what that means is, at no point do they all go down at the same time. If they all go down at the same time, there's quite a good chance I'll go bankrupt. And that would be the worst thing that could happen. Right? So what I do is I hedge to stop myself going bankrupt. I know that if one stock goes down, then the other one's going to go up, and that's going to save me. And that's the whole point of hedging, is that yes, okay, if you buy stocks that are correlated so that they both go down at the same time or they both go up at the same time, if they all go up at the same time, I'm going to rake it in. I'm going to have loads of money. But if they all go down, then you're bankrupt and that's pointless. So you buy stocks which are negatively correlated, which go opposite directions. And that's your hedge. And so you have a fund of these stocks which do opposite things. It reduces the amount you get back, but it means that you don't go bankrupt, so it saves you. And that's the concept behind a hedge fund. Thank you very much for watching, and look out for my videos in the future. And obviously you can look at the videos I've already posted up. They're all as excellent as this one. Right. Thank you very much.